You got some itchies? Oh, there's the pointer right there. My goodness. These are definitely not the conditions you want when you're ready to head out. Yeah, pretty heavily it's raining. The trail will be back up that way. Puppy, you enjoying the futon? Such a good puppy. This is Grunt. He belongs to a active duty army guy. Just like back in the day in the rain. Grunt decided to chill out here with us. He's a sweet dog. What are you talking about? Huh? What is it? What are you talking about? Such a smart doggy. No, I believe that's what it was. Yeah, she's probably looking for the pepperoni too. Pretty good blow about to come in now. I don't know what's 7, but I believe you're turned up. It's growing up. This is almost tornado-ish weather. It's pretty cool. Started again. Crazy. Last of the rain. God is leaking. A good place to be this morning. I should see the sun shining through the trees, but you just finished watching the frustration I felt all week. But I'll tell you what, I could go on for days and days and days about Hemlock Hollow Inn. Come up here, find them, and come stay. It's probably one of the most peaceful and serene places I've ever been in my entire life. But it rained every single day for the last 10 days. And it rained on me 2 days prior to getting there, so soaking wet. And this is a pretty nasty climb coming up out of here, especially on a bunch of days rest. So anyway, I'm back at it, and looking forward to cooking up some miles. This is a 5-mile climb out of oh, what is it, Cabin Road Gap, or the Cabin Road. So we'll pass one shelter on the way up, and then once you hit the top of this climb, there's about 15 miles of pretty, I think, reasonable terrain. So see what kind of miles we make today, and we'll get after it. But here's a look up the hill. Can't really tell. That's level. So not too bad, but the sun's shining. No rain forecasted for today, tomorrow, and then maybe a little bit on Wednesday, but the opportunity to dry out. And I think that's what happened to me, is I didn't have the opportunity to dry out everything, and pack got heavy, and I was soaked to the bone. And I had the longitude or latitude, I guess, to just stay, just enjoy, and relax. So that's what I did. But the sun's out today, and time to make some miles. All right, more later. Cheers. This is one of the cool benefits of being on the trail early, is all the spider webs. This is a small one. So intricate. Well, brain dead coming up that hill. It's so cool. It's really hard to see because of the sun, but very cool. So we're coming down the trail this way. Pretty clear, fairly dried out. And then we get to that. That is a tree that has fallen from up the hill. And I would say I'm probably the first to come through here. 10 days of rain, heavy rain, and the ground's very saturated. So this is a reality check that I need to make sure I'm watching for some of the older trees, and especially the ones uphill, and listening carefully for creaks, because trees do make a sound when they fall in the woods, whether you're there or not. So all right, we'll figure out how to get around this. An older tree fell from higher up the hill and then hit this live tree that took it down. And dead trees what brought it down. So, but again, I'm sure it's the wet ground. But anyway, obstacle maneuvered, and I'm back on a clear open trail. It is an absolutely beautiful day. It's cool. There's a breeze. No rain in the forecast. That's probably most important. So, all right, more from up the trail. Cheers. Let's hike along, stop for some water, and lean on that tree right there, and I'll show you an example of how wet things are. Watch the ground here. That tree is it's in some really loose dirt. Good thing it's a smaller tree, but it's still a tree. Probably explains why the bigger tree back there fell if it was up on a hill like it was. And you know, leaning, that weight, you know, you get momentum once you start breaking the friction of where the ground and the roots are attached to the dirt. So 10 plus days of rain can certainly change some things, but everything is so incredibly green, I'm sure you can see. So hiking on, having a beautiful day. Hope you are as well. This is an awesome example of the green tunnel. It is midday, and my camera's picking up more light than there's really in here, but just really neat. I mean, you're literally walking through. We are literally walking through a tunnel, and you know, every now and again the sun shines through. But this goes back to a long ways back when I was discussing the use of solar devices that just aren't practical, and this is why, because you know, nobody has the time to stand right here in the sun. But it's beautiful, and then you go right back into the tunnel. All right, I appreciate everybody hiking along with me. We should be really close to Little Laurel Shelter, so hope we can hike along together and discover it together. According to the map, or gut hooks, it's right on the trail. It's a fairly steep incline right here, so if I get out of breath, because I'm going uphill. It's beautiful. All right, little crest. Well, beautiful open spot here, but no shelter. Let's keep going. See it through the trees. Nice little shelter. Bare cable. How's it going? Interesting platform. Very cool. Little Laurel Shelter. Nice shelter. Says it sleeps 5, but that's pretty roomy. It's nice and elevated. Fire pit, picnic table. Lots of good hammocking trees. Great tent sites as well. There's some up here behind the shelter. And the water is right down that way, about 100 yards, 0.1 or so. It's a really nice piped spring. Good flow, nice and cool and clean. So let's go see what the sign says here. Looks like we got 1.8 to the summit of this climb, and then 6.7 to the next shelter. Gut hook says it's 7.3, so I'll take 6.7 all day long. All right. We're at mile 291.4, so lick log gap is 300, and by my calculation, I have to pass lick log gap before I get to the next shelter. 6.7, 8, or 7.6 from the next, or 7.6 from 300 miles. All right, I guess we'll see what happens. So moving on down the trail that way. Cheers. 0.8 from the summit, and so far we've gone up 2,000 feet, and I feel it. Lightheaded. I don't know if that's just from exertion or what, but 0.8 to go to the summit of this climb, and then I think we do some ridge walking. It's getting a little more rocky, but nothing too bad. The trail's there behind me somewhere. There it is. Still a beautiful day. I mean, the sky is perfect blue. But enjoying it. This climb is not disappointing by any stretch of the imagination. It's I think it's going to be a total of about 2,500 feet when we're done. So. All right, more from the top. This is mile 295.3, and there is I would say an expected water source because of these rocks and the flow. Pretty good flow, but it's not listed. It's not listed in gut hooks. It may be listed in the guide, but I don't have the guide out right now. So, but I didn't think there was any water before the summit, and this seems like it's got pretty good flow. This may be because of all the rain for the last week and a half or two. So, but Yeah, 295.3. There is water. And it's continuing to flow on that way. Alrighty, should be about 0.5 or so from the summit. I think we got some views coming up, but it's nice to be back up at elevation. And the technical difficulty of the trail just went up significantly. Oh boy, roots and rocks, gotta love it. I am happy I was not hiking through this in the rain. Alright, more from the safety of the other side, how far ever that may be. Cheers. We came down that way, and this is the piped spring at mile marker 296.4, I believe. Nice, good flow. Looks like it comes right out of the ground. And really a nice camp area here. This is a turnoff for a side trail for a meadow. And I'm running a little behind, and I don't want to run out of daylight. But I've still got close to 5 miles to go, somewhere around there. But AT heads off that direction right there, and then we've got a nice fire pit over here. Some nice level spots for tents. Great hammocking up in there. More tent spots, but great fire pit. This would be a cool place to come. I have a great idea. Come bring your family up to Hemlock Hollow Inn, stay, and do a couple of day or 3-day hike over to Devil's Fork Gap. They'll come pick you up, bring you back to your car, or have them drive you to Devil's Fork Gap and then hike back to Hemlock Hollow. Either way, be a great 20-mile couple of days for the family. Great summer vacation. And they will absolutely love Hemlock Hollow, especially playing in the creek. All right, more later. All right, late in the afternoon. It's about 5 o'clock, and getting tired. The trail is making me work for it. That's our that's our ascent right here. It's about a 0.2 mile ascent, and yeah, a little tired. So, all right, pushing on. All right, made it up to White Rock Cliff. So, small side trail. Even though we're running short on time here, gotta take it. See what we got here. Concerned that the summertime growth will obscure our views, but it's worth a shot. Wow, worth it. Wow. I'm so excited. Hang on. A little tricky. Bam. What a gorgeous view. Can go all the way down there, but it requires navigating that. And this is just dandy. Wow. Worth it. Worth the day of climbing right there. So cool. Alrighty. Back at it. Alright, doing a little tracking here. I think those are bobcat tracks. Not sure. Those are pretty, it's a pretty good sized cat, but it's a four toes with a pad. And I haven't really seen any claws yet. But I've been tracking this along for just a little bit. Sorry for pointing out at the ground as I walk forward. And I thought maybe I saw a dog print or two, and I wonder if we've got ourselves a pursuit going on here of dog and bobcat, because I heard some dogs earlier. I haven't heard them since, but with the mud, it's kind of interesting. The sun's kind of glaring right now. It's getting a little low, but yeah, so it's kind of fun. I just thought I'd let you follow along as I see if I could find any more of those tracks, but I've got some good pictures of it, and I've got I'll post a picture in this video and the comparative paw print on my little guide. So, all right, more later. Gonna get moving. Through here, some of those scenarios where you look up in the movies. There's that big cat peering down from me from the, sorry, I almost dropped my phone. Peering down from the top of the rocks up there. There is no question in my mind that is a den for something. So cool. Exciting day. All right, more later. Here's yet another pretty cool den. Kind of hard to see in there, but it goes way back. And it's literally, I mean, the trail's right there. So going through there, making our way up to the exposed ridge line. I'm gonna try to navigate this without trekking poles. See how it goes, without trying to make anybody sick. Another little den, and we got this little stairway here going on. So, previously those rocks I showed you looking straight up, we have just climbed up on top of those rocks. And we're about to come out of tree line, I believe. All right, more later. This climb is way tougher in reality than it is on paper or by terrain or gut hooks. But wow, what a reward. It's amazing. This is just the first of the views. I think there's another as it goes right up there, so gorgeous. But that's what the trail's like. It's tough walking on a ridge like that, on these rocks. Lots of them. But wow, the reward's just incredible. All right, a great look at what it looks like for a mountain range. See this from that valley down there. Just wouldn't want to walk down there. Wow. Just incredible. 360 all the way around. Beautiful. I would definitely love to hang out up here and catch a sunset. But I do not want to do this hike in the dark. It's hard enough when you can see what you're doing. But really cool ridgeline. It was worth every step coming up here today. I'm so thankful that the views were unobstructed. I mean, I would have been so disappointed to hike up here in the rain and not be able to see that or that. That would have been a travesty. But good to be back up over 4,000 feet, and I am definitely running out of daylight, so I'm going to get on down as quick as I can. Cheers. Howard, wherever you are, thank you so much. This is a beautiful spot, and I hope whoever comes up here to remember you is a special person. This is really nice. There's a story under that rock right there. But I just had to film this. This is really cool. Only a few years ago. All right, as we walk down, I want to share the story of Howard's Rock. It's pretty spectacular. Howard was a master trail builder, and he worked on this section of trail for 22 years, and it took them a long time. I think it said about 15 years to build this section of trail. And every day he used to walk by that rock back there, and he used to say it'd really be nice if we could get that rock relocated up on that ledge and make it flat so people could come up here and have lunch and just enjoy the view. Well, you saw the view. And when Howard walked past it the last day that they were working on the section of trail, 6 maintainers let Howard walk past it and then began moving the rock. And they put it in place just like he wanted it. And so, a bit of a surprise for him. And then up until his 80th birthday in 2014, he would bring family up here and show them his rock. What a special thing. So, anyway, his intention was for people to be able to come up here, have lunch, enjoy the view, and just enjoy that spot right there. So, if you're ever in this area, I highly encourage you to take the hike up here. It's not that far if you come in from Devil's Fork or even Allen Gap or Cabin Road, Log Cabin Road. It is worth it. This is this is a very special section of trail. So, all right, heading down. Looks a little treacherous. I want to put this up so I don't hurt myself. I don't want there to be a Rob's Rock up here anytime soon. So, all right, more later. Cheers. I always love these white blazes on rocks, and you can see them continue over and around there. So, pretty sporty. That's a long ways down in there. All right, more from the other side. I tell you, it's isn't for the faint of heart. There's a blaze, and there's the ground. Yep, that is a climb down, and then the climb back up. Pretty interesting. Howard, you're a fun guy. There we go. Oh boy. Alright, this is definitely not 2 mile an hour hiking right here, so we'll probably pull into the cabin tonight, or the shelter under headlamp. We'll see how it goes, because right over there is more rocks on our way down. So I would love to have met Howard. This had to have been cool. He was an engineer by trade, so what a cool place to build a trail. Right back there is where I thanked Howard. Right here is where I'd like to hug him. Look at that. Way down there. So this is definitely a hand over hand. That's a climb down. There's definitely no hike in that. So, all right, fun times. My friend, if that wasn't awesome enough, he has rewarded us again. Much steeper. Oh, that is so crazy. So cool. All right, I've got to stop videoing because I'm never going to get out from here. All right, right back there is where the two trails merge and come down. I'm pretty disappointed. Hikers have graffitied up the sign, and they wrote some pretty derogatory stuff about the Ridgeline Trail. It's true, but it's derogatory and not appropriate to show on here. So, hello. So that's where the two trails come back together, and right down here, 300 miles. Bam. All right. The trail is humane again. I am should be under 2 miles to the shelter now, Jerry's cabin. So looking forward to getting there. It's going to be a beautiful sunset, but I don't think I'm going to be in a position to enjoy it. I'm going to be hauling hiker butt. So, all right, more later. 0.6 from the shelter. The terrain has turned pretty humane again. The sun can't, there it is. It's beautiful. It's going down. we always got time for sunset in this hiking group, right? I want to thank the new subscribers, 5 or so today. As soon as I figure out who to thank for that, I certainly will. I want to certainly thank the 900 plus that have been with us and showed patience and hung in there, and all of the faithful commenters. I look forward to your comments all the time, and I will do my best to get you some good content. It has definitely been one of the very best days I have had hiking. Longest day, which is cool. I was not prepared for that ridge hike and didn't factor that in. So I don't know if I'll say longest and hardest day, but definitely longest day, and that's pretty cool. Again, Hemlock Hollow. That place is, I'm telling you, I look forward to going there for years and years. The couple that bought her from Florida, Russ and Diana, super awesome people. Take care of everybody, make everybody feel so at home. And I'll tell you, when you sit by that stream, which you've seen in this video already, it just sucks you in. It's good stuff. So I am running out of daylight. There it goes. It is about 8:30 p.m. and again 0.5 or less from the shelter. So I'll definitely get there. I won't probably have a headlamp on, but it's handy. And I'm going to do my best to get this video put together tonight. I am pretty tired, but it'll get up as soon as I can. This is going to be one of my favorite videos. I've really enjoyed all the stuff that I filmed today, and I'll enjoy coming back to this one. And if this somehow makes it to Howard's family, wow, what a tribute. So, all right, more later. I'll see everybody in the morning. Cheers.